Dane? Dane, is that you out there?
What do you want?
I kind of need your help with something. I just have a couple questions.
I have to run to electronics first. Make sure they're not too busy. I promised them I'd stop by. They've been super busy lately though.
To do what? They're just in there testing the Featherlites. I mean,
Do you know what's involved with the Featherlite testing?
I mean, yeah, we test the Featherlites. We test all of them.
I'm gonna do you a favor. I'm actually gonna show you what's involved in every single Featherlite from a testing perspective, and then you can actually speak about the Featherlite testing and why they're so busy there.
I guess I do have a little time.
All
Sure,
right.
let's go.
Give me a sec. I gotta grab a few things before.
Okay.
A few minutes later.
All right, you gotta put these on.
What are you wearing?
We're going to do testing.
Don't you think this is a little overkill?
I take testing very serious. This is for your notes.
It's fine, I've got a pink pen.
All right, I'll be back when you're suited up.
Okay. Oh my God, is he serious?
So I took all of our electronic test jigs for the Featherlite series. They're portable, so I can actually bring them in.
Oh, perfect.
And I'm gonna go through each single item,
Okay.
kind of to explain why electrical's so busy.
Perfect.
So the first thing we have is our selector switch tester. So we plug this guy in, and then we grab a selector switch. So every single selector switch gets plugged in. And then this is wired in such a way that when you press the button down, when it makes contact, it will illuminate the circle. So the pass for this is if the circle illuminates.
Oh.
So you have to press the push button 3 times, and each time it should illuminate. If it doesn't illuminate for all 3 times, it's a fail. This one is a pass.
Check.
This one's so easy, I'm even gonna get you to do one. So this same test jig, but every city mode also goes through the same process.
Oh, exciting.
That's a latching push button, so each time you press it, you make sure that when it's latched, it's illuminated. When it's not
3
latched,
times.
3
Check.
times. You're catching on. So the next thing we have is our ICM harness testing jig.
Oh, this one looks a little more complicated.
It's a little more complicated. So this does 20 ICM harnesses at a time.
Oh, nice.
We take each harness, we plug it in. It's got a male, or sorry, they're both female, but it's got a female side, and then the other female side plugs in right next to it.
Okay.
All 20 need to be plugged in for the test to run. And what it does is it puts 1 amp of current through every single harness. And if there's a break in the harness, it will illuminate which harness is bad.
Oh, cool.
So we soak these for an hour, every single ICM harness. If you're gonna see a failure, you'll see it within an hour, and it'll show hot spots for where it failed. So you plug that in, it's running now, and you can see if we had a broken wire or something that actually caused a failure, you're gonna see that harness lights up because that's a bad harness.
Oh, okay.
So what happens is they run this for an hour. If there's any failures, they remove the failure, replace it with another harness, and then rerun it for another hour to make sure everything's good.
Perfect.
Next, we have our sensor test. And this is something that we do a double test on. This is the electronics portion, so it's not mounted on a hand control yet. I just put a tab collar in to rotate it. But when we do this, it does a couple different things. The first thing is that make sure that the sensor is within the voltage ranges that it's supposed to be. This is pre-programmed to accept the ranges. The next thing it does is it makes sure that the sensor doesn't have any dips or bellies, so that both signals are exactly flat. So it compares signal 1 to signal 2 and make sure that there's no dips. So the first thing you do when you plug it in is you rotate it. It calibrates to the sensor.
Okay.
And then you have to do it one more time. And if it beeps within that second rotation at all, you know that it's a bad sensor. So that's a pass because both signals went all the way to the top and it didn't beep. So every single sensor goes through that. Sensor also, we do a full end-to-end on the hand control when it's mounted.
Right.
But this is the more comprehensive electric test to make sure that the sensor's functioning properly. Now we have the SCM tester. So we have, this is kind of the prototype unit that I have. We don't make the circuit boards. It's one of the only things that we don't really make in-house. We design them, we deal with the manufacturer. They're 2 hours up the road. that we use, but they run through the testing because if there's ever an issue, we want to catch it right away at the manufacturer. So they have 2 of these units. Every single SCM goes through this. So this is an automated test fixture. It verifies that it's programmed properly, and it verifies that every single circuit and every single module of the SCM is functioning properly.
Okay.
So if you think of it, it does kind of like a fake installation, make sure that everything looks good, and then passes it. Also with all of our units, it stores that in a memory that it passed that test. So when we receive all these units from our manufacturer, we do spot checks to make sure that they actually ran it through that testing process. So if you power this on, the lights will blink red really quick if it hasn't been tested. Once it's been tested, it just goes right into regular operation. So I can show you this real quick. It just runs through, it's an automatic test that takes about 5 seconds.
Oh, cool.
And that's a pass. It will beep however many times, correlating to which module failed. If it doesn't beep, it's a pass. And that's stored to memory, so this unit knows that it's been tested and passed testing.
It's a lot of testing for a Featherlite hand control.
It's a lot of work.
It's a lot of
I'm trying to explain why they're always busy.
Yeah, it is impressive with the amount of testing we do on Featherlights.
That's basically how a Featherlite we ensure, and again, this is only the electronics portion. There's other mechanical tests that everything go through, but we'd be here all day.
Can I take the hat off yet?
I guess we're done testing. You can take your hat off.
Okay. Oh, I don't know how people wear those all day.
So if you think that's a lot, you should see what's involved in the secondary controls.
Is there more?
Yeah, they're pretty extensive for the secondaries.
Oh, wow.
I don't think we can do that all in one video, so maybe next time.
Yeah, I don't think we have time today. Maybe the next time?
Yeah.
All right.